So the shot clock expires. Turnover.
Floyd wanted some fouls on the play. None called.
Hold on a minute now. There is a little summit here with Ed Hightower. Now, Holloway put up the shot off the glass, but Billy, I don't believe it touched the rim.
I don't think so either. That was just a desperation heave, and we're getting quite a conference here. Boy, that was something. Boom, no, it never hit the rim. Never hit the rim. But there were some fouls on that, but nothing called. Game getting tough inside.
Maybe they're trying to ascertain if the shot clock went off before they saw the foul inside. Because it looked like Eddie Hightower was about to make a call.
Yeah, there was definitely a foul on the inside.
Watch the official underneath the basket.
Here you see, there was one. There's another foul. A lot of hand checking. Shot goes up. Pratt gets it, and they're over his back. It looks like Hightower's ready to call the foul.
That's ready to call a foul on Pierce.
Boy, there are two great young coaches there. How about Jim? Kansas was 7 straight NCAA tournaments, first time in their history.
And they're going to give the ball to Kansas, and a turnover, shot clock violation.
Ed Hightower, the lead official here, one of the best in the business. Only trying to do what's fair, huh?
No question about that. Coach, you see on the right of your screen, just sitting now on the Iowa State bench. The father of, there he is, in the center.
Another young
father of Neil Reed from Indiana.
He'll be in the NCAA tournament, too. Again, look at where Cato is, Jim. He's down playing a one-man zone. So Kansas never taking advantage of that with somebody on the foul line just to shoot a jump shot.
Take the lead. This shot, no. Cato with a big-time rejection.
See, there's the one-man zone you're not anticipating as a penetrator.
Willoughby gets back for another go. LaFrance tipped it out, and he touched it last. Takes a nasty fall into press row.
You'll see where Cato is on this play. See, Pierce thinks he's free, but he's not free because Cato is guarding one thing, and that is the area in the paint about 6 feet from the basket. You've got to occupy him. Either set a screen with that man that he's guarding, make him do something other than just blocking everything down inside.
He's blocked 4 shots today. Pollard back into the lineup for Kansas. Iowa State to Pratt. Perfect. That broke now a string of 10 straight misses from the field.
Well, Phillips' 66 tournament record is 5 blocks, which he now shares with Al Beal and Danny Manning. So shoot it.
On. Oh, look at this.
Can you believe that? If he puts up the shot, when he has Holloway on his back, he gets a 3.
We're going to reset the shot clock. It'll be Iowa State ball. Vaughn only 2 out of 9 from the field.
Looks like he's calling a walk. Yeah, see, he's not calling a walk. The ball is stuck up here. Jump ball situation. Go back to Kansas. Held ball situation. Kansas had the arrow, so they get it back. But if Vaughn would have thrown up that shot as Holloway was on his back, he'd have been shooting 3 foul shots.
Roy Williams.
He's all over the rules.
Alternating possession is what you have to do here, but at first Iowa State, everybody was assuming it was.
Now we have arrows
Cyclone.
pointing in 2 directions.
Well, one is a bonus arrow over there. So. It is Kansas ball. Exactly 5 minutes remaining. Kansas down 3. Pierce hacked from behind by Pratt. Thursday at noon, the tournament gets underway. 16 games on Thursday, 16 more on Friday. First tip around 12:15 Eastern time. That was the 4th foul on Pratt. So Paul Pierce struggled a bit late in this season, Billy, but certainly is quite a weapon for the Kansas Jayhawks.
Jim, in '95, 7.9% of the starts were made by freshmen in the Big 8. This year, 15.8%. So freshmen like Pierce had a lot to do with the development in this league this year. Bodes well for the future.
79, what was that? 79.
15.8% of the starts were by freshmen this year in this league. So young league.
48-46.
Double of what it was last year.
Cato
got inside.
to the hole, but Pollard shows him he too can reject, and Kansas comes up with it.
That's a smart play by Vaughn to double down on Pratt. Don't give him room in there.
For the lead, that was a 3, and into the arms of LaFrance, +1.
Boy, a huge break for Kansas. Pollard and LaFrance keeping it occupied. I think LaFrance got hit in the eye. The two big guys played volleyball here, Jim. As you mentioned before, Pollard a volleyball player and just kept it alive. What are you allowed? 3 taps in volleyball? He got in all 3.
And a 20-second timeout called by Iowa State.
1-2, alive for the put-away.
48-48, and LaFrance with a chance to give Kansas the lead at the line. Some say Kansas playing for a #1 seed today.
Well, you're looking right at me, Jim.
You know,
I thought before you said it was already done.
I really believe Kansas is a 1 regardless of outcome, and I think they merit that too on their season.
Well, Pratt got caught right in the middle of the 2 big Kansas players, and they played volleyball right over his head. It's the kind of game you'd hate to see anybody lose. Kind of like that Connecticut-Georgetown last night.
LaFrance, 68%. 1 out of 3 today. Boy, the horn went off on release.
Boy. Yes, it did.
I mean, had he missed, I think they would have had to give him another shot. Ryan Robertson will check in.
That's one of those, Jim. You
talk about a quick horn.
Working in a golf tournament, I'd be like a guy around a putt like that. I know the horn sound right behind him. And Roy Williams making sure it doesn't happen again.
Just listen to this. Beat the buzzer. Beat the shot clock, Billy.
They went 1-3-1 again, and every time they've done it today,
Cato.
Jim, the 1-3-1 has really hurt Kansas. Excellent passing inside, and Cato took advantage.
Watch this form, and he's heading to the line for a possible 3-point play.
But Holloway has threaded the needle against the 1-3-1 all day long, and there he hits Cato perfectly.
They're not going to count the basket.
Why? Oh, definitely in the motion.
No, you see emphatically Hightower pointing outside, so instead of a 3-point play,
he's definitely in the act of shooting there.
Well, he'll be in the act of shooting a 1-and-1 here when we come back. A 20-second timeout called by Kansas.
But you saw Tim Floyd turn around and said, you guys missed that one.
Well, you could go from a 3-point play to a scoreless trip.
Yeah.
To a scoreless trip. Officials timeout. We'll be right back.
At a time when you're
Iowa State and Kansas, these two were the 1 and 2 seeds 10 years ago in 1986, and they played in the Big 8 championship game. Kansas won that one, went on to the Final Four that year.
Lost to Duke University. Danny Manning got in foul trouble in the first half. Remember that?
Yeah, sure do. Cato 1-and-1. They took the basket away. For the shot, they say. And he'll shoot one more.
Well, Jim, as you pointed out, that could have been a potential 3 down to 0, but Cato at least gets one of them back.
He started backpedaling almost as though he thought he was only getting one there after the made basket. Notice that? Maybe he wasn't aware they didn't count the basket.
No, I think he knew exactly what happened to him. And they get 1 point, and here's Pratt. 6-4, playing like 7-4.
Willoughby off the mark. And Kansas ball, 49's on the board.
Boy, it is really hard to believe that this Iowa State team could replace 95% of their scoring and 96% of their rebounding to be back here in a championship hunt. Terrific job.
Freshman puts up the 3. Hugh.
Well, he had an opportunity to get in 4 or 5 feet closer and get the same shot. Kansas has not taken advantage of that all day. Pratt with Vaughn down inside. They can't get there. It is.
Pratt, players draped on him, and he'll get the basket this time. Will Iowa State, and he'll shoot one.
He has it down to a science, Jeff. Watch the footwork here. He has Vaughn on him, spins to the inside, gathers himself.
Got to have brilliant footwork to be that size and be able to free yourself and wriggle your way to get shots inside over much taller players.
And plus, he's awful strong.
11 rebounds and 20 points. A double-double for Pratt, but doesn't finish off the three-point play.
Had 31 against Kansas State for his high on the year. Was picked the Big 8 Player of the Year.
Of the week.
Of the week, I mean. It's kind of interesting. Only Willoughby, who won Big 8 Player of the Week twice. Everybody else, one was most that anybody else had. Shows the balance not only of the league, but also the players.
Well, France, Cato for a 5th time, tying the tournament record.
Of his own. One more, and he'll hold it by himself.
2-point lead with possession. 2:40 to go.
Now you've got Willoughby and Pratt. Vaughn is on Pratt. I don't know why that's taking place.
Well, he's fronting him pretty good, though.
Yeah, I know. He's got a lot of movement on him, but Pratt will set him up.
Willoughby. Rebound. Haas had it, and then he was hacked.
Vaughn is on the floor with Pratt.
Foul called on Bankhead of Iowa State. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes, followed by Sybil and then Bonnie, and then Brett Butler hosts the 22nd Annual People's Choice Awards. Pollard back in. How about the People's Choice in this arena? I mean, it's pretty evenly split in terms of ticket holders here, wouldn't you say, Bill?
It really is. I think one of the great stories at Iowa State, a young woman induced labor on Tuesday so she could have her baby, and actually brought her baby to the game Friday.
3-day-old baby.
Yeah. Now that's support. See, nobody's guarding Pollard, and he's looking around for somebody to pass to.
Oh, loose ball landed in the hands of Pollard, and Iowa State's Holloway commits the personal.
Well, I think Cato's raising his hand. I don't know who they're going to call it on. He shouldn't have raised his hand, but he did.
That's the 3rd.
How about Georgia Tech? Big comeback there, Jim.
Yes.
We talked about all these teams that have won multiple championships, like Massachusetts and Kentucky. In the ACC, if Wake Forest were to win that championship down there, it'd be the first time in 14 years that a team has repeated as champion in that particular league. Now, you talk about some balance. That's through all the Carolina great teams and the Duke great teams.
2 shots for Pollard. 1:58 remaining. He can tie the game if he hits them both. An unusual release at the line. He'll get one more. Jock Vaughn's roommate.
Tim Floyd said they'd have to a hold of the 49. They have him at 51. And he wasn't far off.
51 all. Kansas putting on some pressure. Had a little trap there for a moment.
Now it's Williams down there with Pratt. I think that's where Iowa State should go.
Over the top, Pollard. Volleyball style again, Billy. He tipped it out to Haas. The arrow this time, though, Iowa State. How about this? You want an even game?
Let me ask you a question. Does Iowa State have a point off the bench yet? I don't think so.
No.
The difference in bench scoring will be phenomenal.
But you expected that going into this game, though, right? That's not a huge surprise.
But it's tough to get up enough points.
Oh, look at that. Pierce saw it coming. They lobbed it in the air, and he picked it off. Now, Kansas,
Boy,
with 1:30 to go.
And it's 51 all you want to do is get the ball in bounds. Don't try to make the big play.
14-0 is the answer, Billy, on the bench scoring.
A 51-point game, that's a lot of points. Pollard's got him.
Pollard with the left hand. Kansas has come from 8 down to take the lead.
Tim Floyd wants a timeout.
Timeout, Iowa State, 1:03 remaining. What a scene in Kansas City. Pollard puts the Jayhawks ahead. Minutes remaining. Iowa State led 45-37, but Kansas has outscored them 16-6 since that time. And Billy, let's talk some strategy here with 1:03 on the clock.
I think if you're Tim Floyd, let's face it, you got 2 guys that brought you this far. One of those 2 guys have got to have the ball in their hands. I think it's to go down to Pratt inside, particularly if he's being guarded by somebody that he can handle physically. He's got Williams on him. And that's the route that I'd go, that little clear-out play that they use so effectively to get Pratt the ball down low.
Wake Forest beats Georgia Tech. The ACC championship game with the same final as the Big East score of last night.
Yeah, Williams and Pratt spreading it out. Here he comes. It's clear out for Pratt.
Has to kick it back out to Holloway. 3, wow.
Huge.
Where does that come from?
Huge. They had the triple team Pratt. Left Holloway wide open.
His first points of the game. Pierce, though, can get it back. Long rebound to Haas.
Take the ball to the basket inside.
A little unsettled, and Roy Williams wants a timeout. Iowa State takes the lead on an unlikely 3 from J.C. Holloway.
Three players. Leaves Holloway wide open. Pratt wisely gets the ball back outside. Holloway, unlikely guy to take the shot, but he's wide open. And a young man that's been part of 4 state championships knows how to come up big, even though that might not be what you expect him to do.
Well said.
They figure out a way to win games.
All right, Billy, 24 seconds to go. No shot clock factor now. Kansas down 1. Would you consider going for the last shot if you're Roy Williams?
I think if you're the better team, you want to lengthen the game, and therefore I think that Kansas should have the ball in Vaughn's hands, penetrate inside, and try to go inside to score. Here he is. Take it inside. Taking a lot of time here.
Robertson, 3.
Didn't like the play.
Haas gets it inside. Back up by LaFrance. And a foul called on Iowa State.
That's where Kansas wanted the ball, down inside.
7.1 seconds remaining. And Kansas will go to the line for 2.
If you're Cato down inside, all you want to do there is to tap the ball out. Put it in the other direction.
Boy, this was just, though, a huge get by into the arms of Haas. Pollard actually tipped it over to him. LaFrance had a chance, and they've got the timeout called now by Iowa State. We'll be right back. Foul on Cato.
Cato, that's his 4th in this ball game. LaFrance on that line.
69%, 68.9% on the season. He'll shoot 2.
A boy from Iowa.
Yep, he's broken the hearts of Iowans before.
Yep. Ooh, boy, that was a good-looking free throw under pressure. Terrific follow-through.
Crushed everyone in the state when he signed with Kansas, and now he can give the Jayhawks the 1-point lead.
But Jim, there's 7 seconds, a lot of time for Iowa State to set up big.
And a substitution. Kansas brings in B.J. Williams for the shooter.
I think Kansas should pick up full court now, try to occupy as many seconds as possible before Iowa State gets in position to get Pratt or Willoughby the shot.
Willoughby. A foul called on Kansas's Chuck Vaughn.
That was quick, wasn't it?
That'll send Willoughby to the line for a 1-and-1. That's just the 9th team foul, 1 away from the double bonus. Wow.
Willoughby an 80% free throw shooter, but still 5 seconds. Kansas will get a good look.
So the kid who followed his coach from UNO, University of New Orleans, up to Iowa State, Dedrick Willoughby. 1-and-1 with 5.5 to go. Tied it.
You get the feeling that the team that has the ball last wins? Huh?
Well,
see if they pick up full court to try to force Kansas to occupy 3 seconds to get it over half court.
Willoughby for the lead. Perfect.
Here
Jock Vaughn. Jock Vaughn will drive it. Up the middle. Plenty of time. Vaughn driving. Puts it up. No good. Iowa State has won the Big 8 title.
It was a Tyus Edney try, but it didn't work.
I thought exactly the same thing, Billy. It looked like the Edney play, except for the end.
The great history of this league, Iowa State finally wins one. 89 years. Vaughn tries to take it the distance, very similar to Tyus. Wasn't quite as spectacular a crossover, but the same angle. No chance for the putback, and look at Cato right there to put away any attempt. And there's Tim Floyd. He's got to be so proud of this club.
Now the question is, did Kansas cost itself a #1 seed? I think Iowa State may be up to about a 4 now, Billy. They're pretty high in the computer. What do you think?
I think it's possible.
The Chevrolet players of the game are Kenny Pratt from Iowa State. 20 points, 11 rebounds. Scott Pollard from Kansas, celebrating its 25th year of NCAA sponsorship. Chevrolet will donate $1,000 to each school's general scholarship fund to reward outstanding students for their academic achievements and to assist those in financial need. Billy Packer and Jim Nance saying so long for now. We'll see you later tonight come selection time. SEC final next from Kemper Arena. The final score here, Iowa State 56, Kansas 55. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports.